Hi everybody, welcome back to Ebby Loves Makeup. Again, my name is Heather if you haven't seen any of my other videos, and today I'm going to be doing the second of two looks inspired by the movie The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug. If you can't tell by my background, I am a major book nerd, but the pinnacle for me is The Hobbit. It is my favorite book. I have read it probably 25 times. I read it at least once a year, and I just think it's such a beautiful, wonderful story, but I love Peter Jackson's interpretation of Middle-earth. I think it's very gorgeous, very beautiful, but this look is kind of a dramatic, very, kind of sultry, exotic look inspired by Smaug and the Lonely Mountain. And if you haven't read the book or haven't seen the movie, Smaug is a dragon who takes over the Lonely Mountain, which is the dwarf's home, and he just hoards all the gold and all the riches of the mountain in this as his bed, and he sleeps on this for years and years, and just sitting there hoarding his gold and his riches. So this look is very warm, a little sooty. We've got the golds and the reds because I really wanted to capture, the beautiful jewels and gold and that. And also the fire element of him in the story. The other look is going to be a little bit more of a wearable look. It's going to be a smoky eye inspired by Mirkwood. But let's go ahead and jump into this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoy it, and thanks for watching. We'll see you after. Hi everybody. Okay, so just for the sake of time, I've already done my face and a little bit of contouring, and I've done one eye. So this is what the look is going to look like. So let's go ahead and jump right in and get started. So I've already primed my eye with the Urban Decay Primer Potion, just the original. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Color Tattoo 24-hour eyeshadow. This is by Maybelline, and this is going to be in Bold Gold, which is this. And I'm just going to use this as a base, and I'm going to use this flat brush from Soho, London. Or Soho, New York, sorry. And I'm just going to put that just over my lid. I'm going to be pretty generous with this. This is just going to act as a really nice base and just really bring out the bold color of the gold that we're going to be using. And it gives the eyeshadow a nice sticky base to adhere to. Alright. Once we've got that on, what we're going to do is we're going to take our BH Cosmetics BH Hollywood palette, and this is a really cute little palette. I got this for like $4.90. No, this was free with another palette I got from BH Cosmetics, and I also have the San Francisco one. And it comes with 16 eyeshadows, kind of a deeper blush color that can be used for bronzing, illuminating, and two really pretty blushes. So, but we're going to just focus on the eye makeup right now. So I'm going to take that same flat brush and I'm going to go into the gold, and I'm going to pack that color all over my lid. Alright, once I've done that, I'm going to take a flat shader brush from Sony Kashik. This is just one of their gift sets, and I'm going to go into this matte red color right here. And I'm going to do that on the outer corner of my lid, and I'm going to build it up a little bit. You can see how we have it up in the crease as a transition color. And you don't want to take this all the way up. You don't want to take this up too much because this color does blend very well, but you do want to bring it up just a little bit because we're going to blend it out. If you get a little messy, if you get a little past the, where your eyeshadow should go, don't worry about it. We can always go back and clean it up. Alright, now I'm going to take my trusty Walmart fluffy brush, and I'm just going to blend that out. I'm going to bring that all the way over, and that's going to be kind of my upper brow bone crease color right there. And just blend it out as much as you need to. And if it gets on the lid, it's not a big deal. We can always go back and redefine that gold. Now what I'm going to do is with that same fluffy brush, I'm going to take this really pretty kind of pinky, it's kind of almost a more wine-toned shimmery red color, and I'm going to get that, tap it off, and I'm just going to go over that red that we've already placed in our crease, and that's just going to deepen it up just a little bit, and it's going to add a little bit more shimmer to this look. So remember, this whole look is about the idea of Smaug, sleeping on his hoards of gold. So we want it to be very shimmery, very, kind of luxurious with the colors. And, you know, and again with the reds and the golds, it's going to symbolize the fire, you know, of the dragon itself. Alright, you can always go back and add that up. And again, you know, I'm a fan of making sure, looking in a mirror, making sure your eyes are even, seeing where you are. So now that we've got that color, I'm going to cheat a little bit, and since I don't have a really good transition color in this palette, or brow bone color, I'm sorry, I'm going to go into my Lorac Dazzling Dozen palette, which I actually just depotted all of these. I don't know if many of y'all know about this palette. It was a specialty palette that they had a couple months ago at Ulta. It was 12 Lorac single eyeshadows. I just depotted them and put them in my own palette. And I'm going to take just my Samantha Chapman eyeshadow shading brush. It's just a little brush right there. And I'm going to take this kind of matte nude color, and this is Au Naturel from the Lorac Dazzling Dozen. I'm just going to put this right underneath my brow bone. And then we're just going to blend that out. Take that same fluffy brush and we're just going to blend that out. Just to get our highlight color in there. Alright, and that's the only color we're using from that palette, so I'm going to set that aside. Now what we're going to do is take our e.l.f. Professional Blending eye brush, and again I have a ton of these. I love them. I love them for the crease. I think they really get in there. They're a great shape to really get in there, but still blend out really beautifully. And what we're going to do is take this matte black color, and we're going to go create the outer V and just the outer part of the crease. We're actually going to take this in pretty far because we really want to do kind of a dramatic cut crease, even though we've got red below and above the crease. I think this just adds some nice definition and really creates a little bit of drama in the look. And again, take all the time you need to blend it out. Make sure it's the kind of color and depth that you want. And if you need to, you can always go back in and match it up on the other side. The wonderful thing about eyeshadows and eye looks is you can, they're kind of a living, breathing thing, and they're always evolving. You can always, you know, make it suit your needs, whatever you're doing for that day. So I'm going to take that blending brush and just blend that out. Just taking that same flat blending brush, I'm just going back over the red, and I'm going to take that flat brush from Soho. So is this London or New York? Soho, I can't remember which one it is. And I'm going to pick up that gold color again and just redefine my lid. And blend into that red there. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to align my upper and lower lash lines. For my upper lash line, I am going to be using my Studio Gear. This is the Invincible Onyx. This is their gel eyeliner, and I love this stuff. It's $15 at Ulta, and it just stays wherever you put it. And then I'm going to take my Samantha Chapman, the Real Techniques fine liner brush, and just line my upper lash line. Again, take a step back, see where you are. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Stila Smudge Stick Waterproof Eyeliner, and this is in Stingray. This is their blackest black that they have. Very soft, creamy, goes on very smoothly. I'm going to tight line, I'm going to do my waterline, and right underneath my lashes, just the smallest little bit of a point at the inner corner, just to give it more of a cat-like appearance, because he does have very cat-like eyes in the movie. Alright, so now that we've got that, we're going to set the liner on the lower lash line with some eyeshadow. And we're going to start off with the matte red. We're going to take this with the Revlon double-ended brush. It's got the angled brush on the end. I love this smudge brush. It's very stiff, and it's great for applying, and because it's so tiny, it's great for doing precision applications right underneath the lash. So I'm just going to cover up the black, but it's just going to kind of fade out to that red. We're going to take it all the way almost to the inner corner. We're going to take it all the way out. And again, because we're going for a sparkly look, I'm going to go over it in the middle with this really pretty sparkly red color. Oh, right there, make sure you get a nice view of that. and just pat that over the red and the Stingray eyeliner. And then to blend it up with the the dark V, I'm going to take this sparkly black color right here, and I'm just going to go over the very outer corner of it and bring that up to the wing. Again, make sure it's matching the other side. Have to make sure everything matches, so I generally go back and forth. I can never leave well enough alone. Alright, so now that we have that, we're going to take that very same, actually we're going to take a different brush. We're going to take the other end of that fluffy brush that I love so much, this really stiff pencil brush, and we're going to go in with the gold. We're just going to pick some of that up, and we're going to take it on the inner part of the eye. So we're going to bring it down under, we're going to bring it under the red right here, and kind of blend it out. And then we're also going to bring it up. And for that, what we're going to do is to take that Samantha Chapman blending eye brush again, and just put a little bit in there. We're just going to blend it up right here and bring it up over the red and blend it into that brown bone color right at the tip. So and that's just going to open up your eyes just a little bit because it is a very dark look. So we want to make sure the inner corner of the eye stays very luminescent and open. Alright, so we're going to make sure we've got it the way we want it. I'm going to thicken up this inner corner just a little bit with the liner. And then we're going to apply lashes. So that's pretty much the eyelash look, or the eyeshadow look. So you can leave it like that, or you can apply lashes. Since this is such a dramatic look, I am going to apply lashes, and I'm trying to stick with the BH Cosmetics. So I'm using the BH Cosmetics Baby Doll False Eyelashes. These are not very easy to work with. I do like them. I like the way they look once I figured out how to get them on. I don't recommend these if you're a beginner, but for this look, you know, we're gonna go ahead and stick with it since we're using mainly BH Cosmetics here. I'm gonna get that glue off. So I completely forgot to put mascara on, so we're just gonna go over my lashes again with just to kind of blend them in. And this is the Ulta Plush Drama Volume Mascara, and I love this stuff. I think I got this for like $6 at Ulta during one of their, you know, every other catalog. They have sales, and I definitely took advantage of that, and I really like this mascara. I'm going to use this on the lower lash line as well. Just enough to give a little bit of a hint of a shadow there. And then I'm going to go back and touch up my eyeliner, make sure everything's nice, neat, cohesive. Alright, that is the eye look. So now what I'm doing, continue on with this palette, since we have these colors, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my all over face brush. I've already done a little bit of contouring using this color, and I don't like to show it because I don't really do a lot of contour because I'm very pale as it is, so I just do a little bit to get a little bit of color, but I love using this face brush. What I'm going to do is use this very a blending of both this warm pink color, or I mean this really soft pink color, and this kind of peachy color. And these blushes are very pretty. They're soft. They're not going to be anything amazingly fantastic, but you know, to have a whole face palette, I mean, you know, you can't really beat it. So I'm just going to go back and blend those together, and I'm just going to get right on my cheekbones. And this illuminating powder right here is very beautiful. It's very pearlescent. It's got a little bit of pink tone to it, but we're going to just take that right on top of our cheekbones and over down our nose, forehead, all that kind of good stuff. And I actually kind of like this. This is the first time I've used this highlighter, and I think it's very pretty. I'm not quite sure how long it'll last. I don't know what the staying power is on this. I haven't used it, you know, all day, but I do like the color. I think it gives a really pretty glow to the skin. Alright, so that is what we're doing for the face. Now for the lips, what we are going to do is we are going to start off using a lip liner, and I'm going to use Milani's Bonfire in red, and I'm just going to line my entire lips. This lip liner is a little bit, and all the lip liners I have tend to be kind of more cool toned red or blue toned red. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and warm it up a little bit with a kind of warmer red. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Spotlight Red, and this is Wet n Wild's. These are their matte lipsticks that are like $1.99 at Walgreens. And one step I forgot to do was to set my makeup, so I'm going to do that right now. I'm just going to take my Sephora powder brush, which I love, and I'm going to take my e.l.f. High Definition powder, which is just a great setting powder. It just tends to be a little difficult to manage, get out of there. So I'm just going to swirl and tap, and I'm just going to go all over. And I should have done this before I applied my lips, but I'll live and learn. Now that is the look. Now what I'm going to do, just to make this a little bit more dramatic and a little bit more stylized, I'm going to take out some of my Bare Minerals loose powders that I have pressed, which I don't recommend doing because they just don't like to stay pressed. But I'm going to take this really pretty gold color, and this is Cerveza. These are their loose powders, and I'm just going to grab a little bit of that. I'm just going to dab it right on the center part of my eyes. My camera kind of died out. So, but what I did is I did take that Cerveza loose powder from Bare Minerals and just put a little bit on my lips just to add a little bit of shine and add a little bit more drama. But this is the look. Again, I hope you like it. It's a little bit more dramatic, but it is, again, inspired by Smaug and the Lonely Mountain and the Hordes of Gold, with the kind of a little bit of a sooty black and then the golds and the reds. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like, thumbs up, subscribe. We're doing lots of tutorials, lots of hauls and reviews. I love makeup. I love sharing it with you guys, and I love, again, watching all of y'all's videos. Keep doing what you're doing, ladies. It's fantastic, and all your information and tips and tricks just inspire me every day. So thanks for watching. Bye!